And we are underway in this match. Ball fiddling around in the center of the park, out wide. Apologies, that was Louisville getting us started with their rather unconventional kickoff that they've grown quite used to in recent seasons. One popularized by Paris Saint-Germain in the French league. A ball played into the box, simple claim for Baker. She had some big shoes to fill with the departure of Aaron Floyd, last season, who signed with Racing Louisville in March. Quite the keeper she was, 179 saves during her Cardinal career. Big expectations for Baker to live up to. And a ball over the top, and another simple claim for Baker. Louisville just playing the ball around, and they make a small mistake, but it is recovered by Lee. Nebraska applying pressure. And another simple claim for Baker. And it will be a goal kick. Played long, being recovered by Louisville. Liza Suydam to be specific. And it is found in the middle of the park by A.G. Gibson. And it is out for a throw-in. Maddox. Lewis taking the ball down the wing, surging forward here with some real danger. Can she put it past Baker? Yes, she can. It's an early goal for the Cornhuskers. The Cornhuskers seem to be starting their harvest early this season.
Nebraska goal scored by number 27, Natalie Lewis.
What a beautiful move it was by Lewis, getting the season started for Nebraska. Just skips past her defender in a cool, calm, and composed finish to just chip it over Baker. Exactly what John Walker will be wanting to see. And Louisville looking to get us reset here. A.G. Gibson. Louisville finding some calm on the ball. Out wide to Lee. And it's recovered by Williams, who plays the ball long. It's almost a game of kickball. Neither team wanting to hold possession for too long. And yet again, Sant wins the ball there and then loses it immediately. As it is played long by Maddox and recovered by Pete. Carpenter. Louisville surging forward here. She had Gibson out wide looking to make the overlap, but elected to go towards the middle instead, and it is out for a goal kick. As you can see, Louisville are in a bit more of a 4-2-4 shape when they're in that attacking position, as usual. Louisville just working some passes around, building confidence. Simple passing will take you a long way in this sport. Finding what passing lanes they can utilize to work their way upfield, and Louisville recovers the ball after losing it for just a short period of time. Nebraska applying some pressure. Lewis wins the ball. Plays the ball into the box, and it is a simple ball to deal with for Louisville's back line. It is sent out of bounds by Lee. Back into play. Borer looking for options. Elects to go long. Just a bit overcooked. It is out of bounds for a Louisville throw-in. Williams. Is up for a goal kick. Baker looking to get us started again. Another simple claim for Baker after a slight mistake. Looking to get those early game jitters out possibly. A bit too aggressive in the center of the park. Free kick awarded to Louisville. Louisville looking to get us started again. Roush. Gibson. Louisville surging forward here, looking to cut inside possibly, but dealt with well by Donnelly. Carpenter. Louisville win possession back. A.G. Gibson sending the ball forward. Looking to attack. Eddie driving forward. Looking to put the ball into the center, which she does, but it is dealt with by Gillen. Nebraska desperately trying to get the ball out of pressure, but they do fail as Maddox gets the ball, sends it into the box, and it is dealt with by Boer. Ball sent over the top. Lewis looking dangerous, pressing once again, hungry for that second goal. Louisville just taking their time, seeing which ways they can pick apart this defense. But Nebraska seems equal to it. Maddox looking to throw the ball in. The referee is unamused, saying play on. Nebraska surging forward here, but it is dealt with by Roush. Rudney. Lee wins the ball. Swinarski out wide. Quite the impressive season she had last season. With 20 goals and assists, 30 points. 10 goals, 10 assists. The most goal contributions out of all the Louisville players last season. Quite the asset for this Cardinals team to have. Even named in the preseason All-ACC team. Swinarski, Lee. And it will be a free kick in the favor of Louisville. Plays it to Bard. Quite the summer she had. She was called up by the U.S. women's national team, the under-20s. Got to play and feature in 2 friendlies in Algeciras, Spain, both against France. One was a 5-0 victory. The other was a 2-1 win. But the interesting part about that is not a single goal was conceded while she was on the pitch. Started in the 5-0 win, came off the bench later in the 2-1 win. It was showing how much potential she has as a player. It will be a corner kick for Louisville.
Taking corner for the Cardinals, number 2, Betsy Huckabee.
Louisville getting set up. Huckabee looking to deliver the ball into the box. It was dealt with by Nebraska. Ball goes into the box. Fumbling around a bit. Eggett sends it forward for Lewis. Lewis surging forward here once again, coming down the pitch, looking to make a difference. Looking to extend their lead, but she is closed down by Roush. Louisville taking their time, not rushing anything. Ball sent long. And Eddie is moving forward here, looking to put the ball into the middle of the box, in which she does. Louisville dancing around, trying to find the net. And the ball is recovered by Sant. A bit too slow from Swinarski there. Probably should have finished it first time. But will be looking to improve on her mistakes later on as she plays the ball into the box. Neggett clears it away. Real Baker to Ella Bard. It will be a free kick in the favor of Nebraska. Quite an action-packed first half we've had, in the first 15 minutes. Nebraska leading 1-0. And as Lewis chasing the ball down, just can't seem to stay on her feet as Baker claims the ball. Bard. Back to Bard. Sends it forward, but it is plucked out by Carpenter. As Eggett is looking to craft something up for Nebraska here, maybe take a 2-goal lead. As Eddie sends it forward for Louisville and continues to drive forward. Still Eddie. Louisville just getting a bit bunched up in the middle. Maddox. Suydam just couldn't get a hold of that ball. Nebraska take their time. Gillan sends it long. Baker coming out of her box, playing almost a bit of a sweeper-keeper role. Snowden sends it over, but nobody is there. And here comes Carpenter. Coming down the wing, playing it forward for Agate. Can she put the ball into the box? Looking to come inside a bit, just gets away from her, and it will be a goal kick. It looks like the official is going to have a word with Carpenter. It will be a card, just a warning.
Yellow card issued to Nebraska's number 29, Kayla Carpenter.
Not quite sure what that was for, but Carpenter didn't quite argue for very long. Turns out it was for a tackle in which they played advantage for Louisville, and they came back and gave the card. Offsides. Baker. Louisville just passing the ball around, and an effective press from Lewis. Never seems to run out of gas. The lone goal scorer in this match. Roush sending the ball out wide to lead. Over to Swinarski. And the ball is lost by Louisville in the center of the pitch. Not somewhere you want to lose it. And it's a shot, and it is just wide. Huckabee to lead. And the ball falls to Nebraska, looking what they can come up with here. But it is dealt with by Roush. Swinarski working her way out of a tight situation there. Up to Eddie. Louisville moving forward here. And a perfectly related ball for Eddie. Excuse me. This is Eddie. And a shot just off target. This game's been rather end-to-end despite the 1-0 scoreline. Louisville just seemed to fall apart a bit at the last pass or the second to last pass, just about every attack. But you cannot deny their resilience. Just a bit too physical from Louisville there. So Nebraska look to get us restarted from a free kick. Ball intercepted by Swinarski. Looking at what options she has. Finds Gibson. Twisting and turning her way out of the pressure. Suydam. Over to Maddox. Over to Bard. Roush. Roush recovering. Sent out by Baker. Eggett looking to take the throw in. It's always interesting to see throw-ins these days from this position. You never know if they're just going to simply go short, or even nowadays look to provide some service into the box with the athleticism of some of these players. She does go short. And Louisville wins possession. And is out again for another throw-in. Louisville pressing. It's out for a Louisville throw-in this time around. Lee. Lewis chasing the ball down. And just offsides. Can be quite difficult with some of these back lines, especially with the way Louisville tends to be quite reactive with their defensive line. Have to be quite aware as a striker. Know when to hold your run. Rush. Swinarski. Finds Eddie. Looks out wide to Lee. Maddox. Suydam. Some beautiful turns to get out of that pressure. Ball played in by Eddie. Dealt with by Boer.
That's another Cardinals corner kick.
It will be a corner kick for the Cardinals. Amelia Swinarski lining up to take it.
Taking the corner, number 11, Amelia Swinarski.
The ball is played in. Well, just can't seem to get ahead to it. Now Rudney is looking to make a move forward as she's put into pressure. Claiming it came off of a Louisville player when it went out, but the official is unamused. Maddox. Eddie. The ball is fumbling around in the 18-yard box as Louisville recovers it. And Nebraska seem to deal with it again. They are quite defensively sound, this Nebraska team. Quite well organized, especially when Louisville are coming down those flanks in the wide areas, looking to play the ball into the box. They just always seem to have an answer. Suydam. Playing it out wide to Lee. Played into the center of the box, headed away again by Nebraska. Maddox, a bit heavy of a touch from Suydam. Walked out by Boer. Gillan looking to get it started again. Sends it long. Now, Nebraska, we're coming down the wing and still applying pressure. Something they make quite evident whenever they play is that they do not like to just sit without the ball. Never seem to be content letting the other team hold possession. They're always running after it. Always trying to make the opposing side as uncomfortable as possible. And another throw-in in the favor of Nebraska. Some of the fans did not seem to be too happy about that one. About 20 minutes left to play in the first half. Nebraska leading 1-0. Sent. Bohr. This is Donnelly. Held the ball looking to take the throw-in, but it will be a throw-in for the Cardinals. Swift turn from. Now on to Swinarski. And it will be a goal kick. Callahan taking her time, taking as much sting out of this game as possible. It's Bohr that takes the goal kick. And it is a foul in the favor of Nebraska. Ball played long, over the top to Eggett. Looking for options. Pleads for a penalty, but the official is very unamused. Tells him to get up, play on. And it seems we're going to have a look. Of course we're going to have a look. It did seem to be a bit aggressive of a challenge in the box. The official will come and take a look at the monitor.
The previous play is under further review.
This penalty is awarded. This is going to put Louisville in quite the sticky situation. Not the start to his managerial career that Hunter Norton would have been looking for. on the opening day of the ACC season.
Number 14, Liz Eddy. Number 13, Kylie Pete, and for number 2, Betsy Huckabee.
Seems Rudney is going to be the one to do the honor to take the penalty kick. The Nebraska senior from New York. Getting the ball set. A breath, a heartbeat. And Rudney! 2-0 to Nebraska.
Nebraska goal scored by number 25, Emma Rudney.
Such poise under such pressure. Gives Nebraska a commanding lead in Louisville. Exactly what John Walker will be wanting to see from his team. And it makes you really wonder, could it continue on like this? Could it get ugly for Louisville? That's the thing about soccer, you just never know. So Louisville will continue with their signature kickoff. Donnelly looking to get us started again. Bit unusual to see Donnelly starting overseas in that left back position, in the fullback position for Nebraska. Grown so accustomed to seeing C's play. But as we all know, with managers and coaches, they love to try new things, especially in the early parts of the season. Ball is sent long by Gillan. It is a foul in the favor of Nebraska. Quite a physical game we've had today. We've had a number of free kicks as well as a penalty. Nebraska setting up with 2 players on the ball, trying to keep Louisville guessing. Going to be possibly looking to provide some service. An interesting routine from Nebraska, played into the box and just outside of bounds for a goal kick. Louisville are going to have to start watching in for these balls through their back line, just like we saw there. It didn't work out in that instance, but in a sense they are what caused both of Nebraska's goals. First one, a ball in behind, Lewis was able to chase down, just dink it over Baker. The second one, as we just saw, caused a penalty. And here come Nebraska again, looking quite dangerous. Sant looking out wide. Eggett squaring up, looking to play the ball into the center of the box, but it is headed away, but not for long as Sant recovers. Donnelly with the ball, playing it forward. Lee recovering. Louisville looking for options. Tries to pick one out, and they're lucky enough to be able to find one. Jadoin moving forward. As Suydam's chasing the ball down in the wide area. Cuts the ball back to the top of the box. And very, very well dealt with by Nebraska's defense. They've been putting up a masterclass today, as well as their midfield and offense. Not much that Mr. John Walker can complain about. And it's Swinarski over to Lee. Back to Swinarski. And a shot on goal, and what a save.
That's another
Cardinals corner. Swinarski jogging over to the corner. Getting ready to take the set piece.
Taking the corner for the Cardinals, number 11, Amelia Swinarski.
Quite the creative player, Amelia Swinarski is. And ball fumbling around in the box. It will be a goal kick for the Cornhuskers. As I was saying, Swinarski is quite the creative player. As I was saying that, the Cornhuskers made a substitution. Bohonek coming onto the field with Aguette coming off. Gallen gets us underway. Swinarski chasing the ball down, playing it back to Lee. Over to A.G. Gibson. Back to Roush. Taking her time, picking out a pass. And he's getting quite physical in that midfield. Just a bit overcooked with that through ball. Simple claim for Gillan. Pete doing the best she can in the midfield. Wins the ball back for Louisville. Plays it forward for Suydam, but it's just a bit long. Carpenter able to recover. Lee playing it into the midfield for Pete. Maddox. Bard. Is Pete over to A.G. Gibson, who sends it into Suydam, and Jodoin seemed to be in an offsides position. Ball is sent down the pitch. Headed by the Cornhuskers, and they're seeking their way down the wing, looking to create here. As it's recovered by Swinarski. It will be a free kick for the Cardinals. Swinarski, Lee. And just wide. By quite a margin, actually. Players coming onto the pitch. Fina Davey coming onto the pitch, along with Abby Cox. Coming off, we have Karina Pete, as well as Liza Suydam, excuse me. Baker getting us underway. Kylie Pete, the sister of Karina Pete, getting quite physical in the midfield there. So quick free kick taken and out of bounds for a Cardinals throw-in. Lee. Roush. Resetting it back to the keeper. Bigger elects to go long. Jadoin is the one going forward now, and it's very, very well dealt with by Boer. And just a miscommunication there. As Lewis is going forward here, just about gets the ball, but can't stay on her feet to do anything with it. Quite unfortunate for the Cornhuskers right there. Lee. Battling with Bahonik. And the ball is out for a Cardinals throw-in. Swinarski makes the switch over to Maddox. Weighing out her options, has a little bit of a shot on goal. Simple save for the keeper. Maddox. Some half-hearted pleas for a foul there, but the official is unamused as Swinarski wins the ball back. Talk about a player who just keeps playing until she hears a whistle. Something every team loves to have. Bard. Jadoin cutting inside. Moving forward with some real minutes here. What a through ball that was. And it's a goal for Louisville, but it is offsides. Celebrations cut short for the Cardinals. And so unfortunate for this Louisville side. That could be a confidence booster for the Cardinals, maybe inspiring them to keep creating, keep pushing forward. And it looks like we're going to be having another review. Nothing we can be quite sure of in this game. Two goals for Nebraska, 2 reviews in this first half. Entering its final minutes, just about 8 minutes left. 2-0 to Nebraska, Louisville 0. It was a beautiful through ball played in. And we'll be waiting to find out if a rather nice finish will go to waste. Cardinals on the field patiently waiting as the Cornhuskers also start to take the field. The official having a word with her assistant, discussing the verdict amongst each other possibly. And we're about to find out. And it is offsides. The call stands. Still 2-0, Nebraska leading.
Into the match for Nebraska, number 11, Maggie Drawstar, number 17, Joe Seats.
And Gillian gets us underway again. As Bahonik is carrying it down the field. Seeing what she can do here. Bit of a 2v1 situation and is dealt with by Lee. Will be a throw-in. Nebraska getting set for the throw-in. Elects to go back. Over to Williams. Now, Nebraska looking for opportunities. Possibly having a shot on goal, and it's saved by Baker. And they cannot just finish the chance right there. Drozda with the shot just wide. She'll be replaying that one in her head later. Luckily for them, they are 2-0 in the lead. Some trickery in the midfield from Nebraska. Snowden carrying it forward. A simple claim for Baker. Sent out wide by Williams. Throwing for Louisville. Lee with the ball. Looks towards the middle for Pete. Roush. Back to Pete. Some fast-paced play from Louisville. Fast passing and a chance in behind for Jadoin. She just can't quite get to the ball after that first touch. Seems to be the same story throughout this first half for Louisville. Does well to work the ball up the field. And then just comes down to that final pass or even getting caught in an offside position. Likely going to be looking to fix those mistakes in the second half. Throw in for Louisville. Good turn from Swinarski. And quite the effective press from Nebraska here. Makovica just can't quite get a hold of it. As A.G. Gibson's coming forward with Louisville. Swinarski out wide, cutting inside. Driving forward, surging forward with a real menace here. Quite the through ball. Rounds the keeper. And just can't make the opportunity right there going to the net. And it is wide. Quite unfortunate for Louisville. So close yet so far. Maddox with the throw-in. Sonarski to Pete. Pete to Lee. Back to Pete. Goes for the long ball. Jadoin finds it. Stays calm and composed. Has a shot on goal, but it is blocked by Borer. And sees with the ball. Maddox playing the ball into the middle. Dealt with again by Borer. She is alive today. Jadoin attempting to get the ball. But it does go out for a Louisville throw-in. A bit high of a kick there. Have to be careful with that. Redney. Roush. Jadoin. And dealt with rather fastly by Nebraska yet again. This defensive performance has been nothing short of impressive today. And Louisville just seeming as though they're trying to put the pieces together still. Here comes Lee looking to put the ball in, and Donnelly deals with it. A bit surprising, this performance from Louisville, considering they won 4-2 in an exhibition game against Indiana in the preseason, and starting to look a bit more lively with this offense from Louisville. As I was saying, in an exhibition they won 4-2 against Indiana and then tied 2-2 against Ohio State. We're going to be seeing if they can add more goals to this tally this season. The ball is played in and punched away by Gillihan. It falls to Roush. Just lofts it over the top into the box. A.G. Gibson doing well to deal with it there. As the minutes wind down, we see the pressure turning up for Louisville, as well as their intensity, their willingness to run as fast as they can to every 50-50 chance, every duel. As Pete makes her way forward, back to Lee. Plays the ball into the box. Can Louisville get ahead to the? No, they cannot, but they have another chance, and it is saved by Gillihan. She's had a few great saves this game, and that was another one. Sends the ball along. Just flicked on by the Nebraska team. And it falls back to Baker. Drozda. Maddox. Uses some skill to get out of the pressure. It is out for a throw-in the favor of Nebraska. Sees. The typical starting left back for Nebraska. It was a bit of a shock, as I mentioned earlier, to see her not take the field as a starter, but she is here. She is playing. Going for one last push, one final roll of the dice here. Scrambling to get the ball as Nebraska just nudge it out of bounds, kick it out, clear it away. One last chance here for Louisville. It is out of bounds, and that will conclude the first half here in Louisville. Nebraska 2, Louisville 0. Neither team has been doing quite well to hold possession of the and we are underway. Rudney carrying the ball forward. Maddox finds it. Louisville just taking their time. Roush. Swinarski. Over to Lee. Pete. Over to A.G. Gibson, finding Suydam. Looking out wide to Maddox. Sends the ball along. Just can't seem to find anybody. And he does go out for a goal kick. Just a reminder, this is the first meeting between these two teams. And as we see, Nebraska leading 2-0. It's been quite the match. Action at both ends. Despite what the scoreline will tell you, and Nebraska seem to be moving forward here once again, but Louisville seeming to hold their own. Ball fiddling around, fumbling a bit. Louisville have it out wide, looking for options. Finds Pete. It goes out for a Cardinals corner.
That's another Cardinals corner kick. It'll be taken by number 11, Amelia Swinarski.
Amelia Swinarski getting set up. Ready to provide some service. Floats the ball in. And it's headed out wide. Being chased down by A.G. Gibson. Delivers the ball back into the box. Louisville trying desperately to get ahead on it, but they just can't seem to do so. Falls back to Swinarski. And the Cornhuskers just seem to have an answer for every problem the Louisville throws at them. Roush. To Bard. Just a miscued pass. Nebraska looking to get the ball back into play. Louisville nearly win possession again, but it does go out again for yet another Nebraska throw. Louisville win possession back once again. A.G. Gibson looks out wide to Lee. Swinarski making a run, but it is caught by Donnelly. The pass. Louisville applying the pressure. Here comes Suydam. The ball is won by Swinarski for Louisville. Roush. Pete. Gibson. To Suydam. Carrying the ball forward. Lays it over to Swinarski. One of the most creative players in this Louisville side, but it is offsides. By a rather small margin. Nebraska taking their time, something they will likely do for the remainder of this half if they maintain their lead over the Cardinals. Roush to Pete, to Suydam. Wins the ball back after a miscued pass. It was a bit blocked. I get playing it forward, another through ball just like we were talking about. And it will be a free kick for the Cardinals. Roush scanning for options. Finds Gibson, who neither finds Swinarski nor Lee. Donnelly. Over to Williams, who sends it long, switches the play. But it seems to be no problem for this Louisville side. Almost every loose ball they seem to be able to recover quite quickly. It's just being able to do something with those balls you win. That's what they've been struggling with. They've been able to get into Nebraska's defensive third quite easily. It's just connecting that final pass. We're going to see if they can do it here. And Nebraska's defending has just been a masterclass today. It's been absolutely sound. No cracks, no leaks. Quite beautiful play from them. So Louisville get ready to set the throw in. And yet again, it is headed out. For another Cardinals throw. Lofted into the box, finds Pete. And it is just out wide for a corner kick after deflection. Swinarski stepping up for the corner. Exactly the player who you'd want taking your corner kicks, providing service for your team. Led the team in assists last season. She's had a rather slow day at the office today, but she's going to see if she can turn that around here. And yet again, they just can't seem to get a definitive header to the ball. Suydam over to A.G. Gibson. So close for Louisville. They keep putting the ball into a scoring position. They just can't get anybody onto it. But it makes you wonder, if they do keep finding themselves in this position, they will surely get one back and potentially even equalize, or who knows, they could even take the lead. Lewis doing the best to find the ball. Miscued clearance by Lee. Sent out wide to Maddox. Found by A.G. Gibson, sent to Swinarski. Lee making the overlap. Swinarski decides to take her up on that, puts it into the center of the box. Yet again, cannot find any of her teammates. Swinarski. Always very dangerous in these positions. Can she make a difference here? Suydam just couldn't get ahead to it. And here's a shot at goal. And a simple save for the keeper. It's quite nice to see that from Louisville, taking more chances. Letting them fly, as they say. Eddie. Nebraska doing what they can to get out of pressure. Roush to Gibson. Back to Baker. Finds Bard. Gibson over to Pete, who loses the ball in quite a dangerous area, I must say. Rudnick carrying it forward. And another wayward touch for Pete, but Swinarski is able to spare her blushes. Tries to wiggle her way out of an impossible situation. Doesn't quite succeed. Makovica gets us thrown back into play. And just flies by the box. Sailed through and out for a throw-in for the Cardinals. Williams. Carpenter. And the ball had gone out of play before it hit her hand. Looks towards A.G. Gibson. Finds Lee. Moving forward. Sonarski carrying the ball. Lee seemed to just be caught flat-footed right there. Didn't quite recover the ball. Eddie doing all that she can to get the ball. She finds it. Suydam's calling for it desperately. And Sonarski so nearly gets to the ball. Nearly gets a shot off. And the ball does bounce off the official. So we will be resetting play here. But the way Louisville are moving here, you just get the feeling that they're going to be at least able to pull one back within this half. Knowing the attacking power they had, knowing the team that they were last season. As I mentioned earlier, 53 goals. Not an easy task whatsoever. Redney tries to send the ball forward, but it's stopped by Lee. And offsides yet again. We've been caught offsides quite a bit this game. Maybe some scenarios they'll have to visit in the training grounds. Learning to get passes off a bit faster or even hold their runs. Williams looking to get us started again. Swinarski. Baker. Bard finds Maddox. The ball is recovered by Nebraska. Header played in. Lewis just tries to turn, but she's not able to. Ball sent long. Gillen was quite far out of her box there. Louisville players asking for a throw-in, and they do get it. Louisville looking to get the ball back into play. Roush. Lee. Sonarski back to Lee. Is able to find Pete. Looks towards her sister, but decides to go towards Swinarski, who puts the ball into the box, and it is headed away by Williams. It falls back to Swinarski. Able to wiggle her way out of a 2v1 situation. Still fighting. But quite impressive. You can see why she was named in the All-ACC preseason team. As Pete takes a shot, but it is blocked. Falls back to Baker. A little resetting. Headed away by Carpenter. Running onto it, Eggett. Rodney making the run in at the top of the box. Little Cruyff turn from Eggett. And brought down into the box, but official yet again unamused. Says there's no foul play involved. Suydam. A.G. Gibson. Beautiful turn there. Louisville seem to be growing into this game a bit, as Lee just sends the ball a little bit too far. She had the right idea.
Into the game for Nebraska, number 11, Maggie Drozda.
The Cardinals making a number of substitutions.
And into the match number 2, Betsy Huckabee. Number 7, Nicole Genoy. Number 8, Abby Cox.
Some of the players coming off. Pete, Lee.
Number 26, Abby Gautier.
Both
and
of the
number
Pete
68,
sisters.
Krista Morris.
It's not often you see a substitution with 5 to 6 players. Quite interesting. The ball has gotten back into play. Both on the ball. A.G. Gibson. Bothia, who just came in at left back. Actually a player from Germany. She even featured in the Women's Bundesliga, which is the highest league in Germany. Played a few seasons with Werder Bremen. Came off the bench in 2 games. And even started in a game. Could possibly bring some experience at a high level of play to this Louisville side. Nebraska continuing to be a bit slow with getting the ball back into play. You can even see the assistant telling her to get on with it. And the ball falls to Carpenter. Excuse me, Sant. Louisville moving forward here. Moving quite fast in the transition. Ball falls just a bit behind. Falls to Swinarski, who still has the ball. And yet again, headed away by Nebraska. It's almost starting to look a bit like a ping pong game. Ball bouncing from team to team. And Nebraska throwing. Nebraska switching play over to Donnelly. A long ball in. Finds Williams. Rudney running onto it. Finds Sant. And Louisville will have the ball yet again. Interesting choice from Swinarski there. Seemed to just clear the ball out of pressure. Something we haven't really seen Louisville do all day is really build out from the back. They seem to rather just go along with it. Ball laid out wide to Swinarski. If you're Nebraska, that's not who you want in that position, and Louisville cannot just put that final pass together today. Gillian looking to get play started again. Possibly Williams. And it will be Gillian this time. And it finds Maddox. A.G. Gibson. Swinarski. Botia. Swinarski dancing around with the defenders, finds Botia. Swings the ball into the box. Just can't seem to find anybody. Rush. Botia in a wide position. A.G. Gibson. Swinarski. And yet again finds the official. It's not often you see it happen. Even more rare when you see it happen twice in a match, let alone in one half. Through ball played in quite nicely for Louisville, just can't get onto it. Not exactly how Hunter Norton would have imagined his debut match going in terms of being a manager. He does certainly have some big shoes to fill, with Karen Ferguson days being his mentor and the former coach of the Louisville Cardinals. She had 224 wins in her 26-year career with the Cardinals. Quite an impressive statistic, as it's another simple claim and save for Gilliland. Louisville just seemed to be unconvincing today in the attack. It seemed to tighten up a bit defensively, as both the and Bohonik are spinning around. Bard. Played long. Louisville looking to possibly get back into it here. Played into the center. And all Louisville's seeming to do is just find White. Sonarski having a bit of a half-hearted shot, as it falls out into Louisville's area of play, and now Lewis running onto it, moving quite dangerously here, and just short. Nearly took the ball from her own half and put it into the net. Quite the player she is, a senior for Nebraska. Louisville looking to create a bit of their own opportunity here. Balls out to Gibson. He's going to think about it, and her and Sonarski just were not on the same page. Louisville noticing there's still maybe quite a few kinks to work out before they can start getting back to the level that we all knew them to play at last season. Both, yeah. Bard. Pulls back to Rush. Alexa pass it to Baker. A.J. Gibson dancing around in the midfield. He sends it out for the throw-in. Makovica coming onto the pitch for Nebraska,
Into the bench for
as well
Nebraska, number 1,
as
and number 27, Natalie Woods.
Addison Jones, excuse me. Louisville doing well to win the ball back. Sonarski carrying it down the wing. Gets forced out of play. Just 20 minutes left. Nebraska lead 2-0. Rudney driving down the wing. And some good physicality there from Louisville. Looking quite lively. Starting to wake up a bit. As I say, better late than never. As I say, as many of us know, the 2-0 lead is the most dangerous lead in football, or soccer as most of us call it here in the States. Many teams oftentimes get complacent and tend to switch off defensively. Well, we'll just need to, as the kids like to say, lock in. Both, yeah. Rush. Playing it forward to Pete. Excuse me, Huckabee. Maddox. Back to Barker. Baker. Baker is Alexis, send it long. And Santa's moving forward with some real speed here. Finds Makovica. Does she have a chance? She does have a chance, but she cannot capitalize, as Baker is equal to it. Ball goes out for a Nebraska throw. As they make another change, Seeds comes onto the pitch for, and then Eggett seems to come onto the pitch as well. Eggett looking to throw the ball in. Nebraska once again taking their time. Oh, a rather unconventional throw there. Some acrobatics as she kicks the ball out of play. Louisville trying to work out of a sticky situation as Swinarski gets brought down. Bard. A.G. Gibson. Louisville surging forward in the middle of the pitch here. Being quite physical. And it is a free kick for Nebraska. Huckabee's pass just getting picked out. Well, just falling asleep with their passing a bit. Not exactly what you'd want to see if you're on the Cardinals. A.G. Gibson. Quite a flashy turn there. And snuck in a nutmeg. It resulted in a free kick, which will have to be retaken. Roush. Gibson. Swinarski. And here comes Boltia. Plays the ball across the box, and it is dealt with just as all the other times within this match. Nebraska displaying their defensive capabilities. Lewis coming back onto the pitch.
In for Nebraska, number 27, Natalie Lewis.
Donnelly sending the ball back into play. Louisville. Half the ball once again. Swinarski yet again dancing quite a bit, trying to get the ball out of pressure, and Huckabee does just the same with quite a beautiful turn, I must say. Boltia chasing down Eggett. He's cleared out by Roush. Donnelly. And looks like the official will be going to the monitor. Going to be taking a second look. She's coming back onto the pitch. And Louisville will make a substitution. Both the Pete sisters coming back onto the pitch, as well as Lee, a couple other of the Cardinals.
Number 10, number 13, Kylie Lee. Number 14, Liz Eddy. And number 17, Brooklyn Lee.
"15 minutes remaining here in Louisville." Donnelly. Gives it up to Rudney, who loses the ball. And it is out for another Nebraska throw-in. Williams switches the play over to Seas, who sends the ball forward. Louisville doing a great job to close down,
Into the National Cornhuskers, number 18, Reese
keeping
Snowden.
it tidy defensively. Snowden coming onto the pitch. Lewis tries to pass it back to her teammate, but Louisville deal with it rather fastly. It's like we talked about, they are a team that likes to press. So are Nebraska. Both seemingly to never run out of gas in the tank. As it goes out for yet another throw-in. Sees getting the ball back into play. That good. Nice, very smooth step over, I must say. And an even better tackle from Louisville. But Santa's just too fast. Covers it quite quickly. Williams. Louisville recover the ball with Lee. Baker. Nebraska moving forward here. And it's a goal! What a goal that is, I must say. From so far out. Makovica, I believe it was. What a strike. I'll say I'm quite shocked. I can only imagine how Rio Baker felt seeing that come. 3-0 for Nebraska in Louisville. Just putting the game to bed, Nebraska. Louisville going with a bit more, I was about to say a bit more conventional of a kickoff, but they continue with their tactics. Rush. I will say this Nebraska offense have given Louisville quite the time today, and Suydam had a glimmer of hope right there, but quickly closed down. Swinarski throws the ball to Lee, back to Swinarski. Cuts inside. Has a shot on goal and just wide for Pete. Louisville just can't seem to put the pieces together today. And the official going over to check on one of the Nebraska players. And Drozda will come onto the pitch.
Nebraska number 11, Maggie Drozda.
And Nebraska get us back underway. Swinarski. As you can see, players on the pitch starting to look a bit tired. It's been quite a long game, especially for Louisville with the way Nebraska have been playing. And here they come again, Lewis moving forward. Maybe not quite the pass she had in mind. And here they come yet again. One thing's for certain is that they never cease to keep testing teams. Anybody that they play, in this case Louisville. Attempted the backheel pass, didn't quite come off. Some quick one-touch passing from Louisville. Moving forward, Lee. Swinarski, good play to let it roll across her, but just can't seem to get it on target. Swinarski. Pete. To Kylie Pete. Out wide. Louisville looking to put the ball into the center of the box, maybe have a chance, and they'll have to settle for a corner.
That's the Cardinals corner kick.
It is 3-0, Nebraska leading. Just about 9 minutes left as Swinarski's about to deliver this corner. Hopefully, Louisville will be hopefully making it 3-1 from their point of view. Louisville just can't seem to get a hold of the ball in the box. Closing in on the final minutes of the game. About 8 minutes left. Still 3-0. Nebraska leading. Lee coming to get the throw in. The ball is back into play. Pete. Suydam, back to Pete. Swinarski plays it out wide for Lee. And Nebraska are just equal to it every time. In that case, Donnelly. to Gibson. Pete searching for options and so close for Louisville. Suydam almost found the net, but this Nebraska team is just simply something else. And another shot for Louisville. They just can't seem to come up with any solutions to their problems, in which have been quite abundant today. Nearing the 7-minute mark. 3-0, Nebraska leading. Swinarski coming in and straight to the keeper. I'm sure even the Cardinals themselves are quite shocked, considering the season they had last season, to come out and play this way. Though we must take into consideration how great of a team Nebraska is. And they've displayed it today. Their passing's been simply great, especially going into the opponent's final third. Lee, seeing what she can craft. And it will be a corner kick in the favor of Louisville. 6 minutes remaining.
That's another Cardinals corner kick.
If Louisville want to have any chance at a comeback, they will have to move very quickly. The ball is played in. Suydam just can't quite get an entire foot on it. Ball played into the box. And it cannot be tamed by Louisville. Another goal kick. And another substitution. Carpenter coming onto the pitch.
Into the match for the Cornhuskers, number 29, Kayla Carpenter.
Just under 5.5 minutes left. 3-0. Swinarski picks it up for Donnelly, who is still deciding to take her time, go through all of her options. You can hear John Walker giving orders to his players. Suydam looks to go out wide. Ball is played into the box. And Louisville still have the ball. It's Swinarski. Karina Pete. Kylie Pete. Nope. Kylie Pete, excuse me. Now Kyrena. Over to Swinarski. And Lewis there once again. Seeming to be a constant thorn in the side for this Louisville team, never letting them have a moment's rest. Kylie Pete having a look at it. Swinarski dancing around with the defense. Back to Kylie Pete. Some fast interplay between the sisters. Suydam loses the ball. Louisville doing everything they can to at least get a consolation goal. Kylie Pete scanning. Maddox. Sees. Plays it out wide to Carpenter, who clears it downfield. Just under 4 minutes left. 3-0. Nebraska leading. Just a ball over the top, which will result in a simple stop for the keeper. Eating up just about every bit of time that she can to get her team over the line with a clean sheet. Exactly how you'd want to start the season if you are Nebraska. Louisville just taking their time, not rushing anything. Falls out wide to Swinarski, who puts the ball into the middle of the box. It was dealt with rather quickly by Nebraska. Lewis twisting and turning, trying to get the ball out of the pressure, in which she does. Goes up for a throw-in. Lee for Louisville taking the throw-in. A.G. Gibson searching for a pass, but can't quite find it. It's out for a goal kick. And it seems that Gillan is having a bit of trouble hearing with the blaring train horn going by that's so synonymous with the stadium. And here comes Swinarski, passing to Pete. Pete to Pete. A.G. Gibson playing the ball through. And it is a goal for Louisville. Liza Suydam with the finish, but merely a consolation goal. They at least get to walk away with something. That play right there is exactly what Louisville had been missing throughout the entire match. As we saw, it was a beautiful through ball. And although the first opportunity that came to them after the cross did not go in, it was blocked, Suydam was live and ready, followed the shot, scored the epitome of a poacher's goal. That's why youngsters are always told, follow the ball no matter what. Swinarski retrieving the ball for Nebraska. Donnelly, the Cornhusker in question. Suydam to Swinarski. Ball is out of play once again. Lee. Swinarski. And an illegal throw. Possession will be turned over to the Cornhuskers, who will surely try and kill out the last few seconds of this game as we enter the final minute of the match. The throw will be retaken here. Nebraska 3, Louisville 1. Wistrom swinging it forward for Vahonik as Louisville win possession back. This game certainly shows Louisville that they still have quite a bit to reflect upon and some issues to work out, but we did still see some flashes of brilliance today, and a still relatively young squad. 8 sophomores, 5 freshmen, 8 juniors. Still plenty of time to improve and get to the point where you'd want to be before you get into the ACC tournament play and all of the big games that come throughout the season. Next week they will face IU-Indy, while Nebraska will face Colorado State. And that is all she wrote. Nebraska 3, Louisville 1.